What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well today. As you guys can tell by today's video title, I have yet another 10 heatless hairstyle videos for you guys. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys 10 different easy hairstyles that you can do for work, for back to school, or even if you're just chilling at home. There is a few hairstyles that do involve braiding as well, so now is your chance to practice your braiding skills. Recently, I've been doing quite a few of these hairstyle videos and you guys seem to really enjoy every single one, so I thought I would do another. As always, if you guys recreate any of these hairstyles, be sure to tag me on my social media at Roxxsaurus. I would love to see your recreations. If you guys are new here and you guys haven't seen my face before, hi, I'm Roxy. Welcome to my channel. If you guys want to stick around, make sure you guys subscribe down below. Also, be sure to let me know in the comments which one of these hairstyles is your favorite after you've watched the video. But anyways, we have 10 different hairstyles to get through, so without further ado, let's get on into the video. Alright guys, so for the very first hairstyle, we're starting off with our hair in a middle parting. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take all my hair to the back. I'm firstly going to be sectioning off a section of my hair just off the crown of my head, and I'm making sure that there's no knots or bumps by just smoothing it down with a hairbrush. Once I've done that, I'm then basically just separating that chunk of hair into 3 portions like this and just proceeding to braid that with a loose regular braid. Once you get to this sort of stage of the braid, you want to secure it with a hair tie that best matches your hair color, just so that it's nice and hidden. I'm then also just pulling on the braid a little bit just to make it a little bit thicker and a little bit more volumized. Now you could totally leave this hairstyle as is, however we are going to go a step further. I'm actually taking 2 small chunks of hair right by the front of my face, and again I'm just using a regular braiding kind of technique to braid these into little thin braids. Once I've braided all the way down and secured it with an elastic tie, I'm then repeating the same to the other side, and once you have 2 braids, you basically want to take them and weave them through the existing braid. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of just looping my fingers through each of like the loops of the braid and kind of just placing the smaller braid through that. By doing this technique, it almost makes it look as if the braids, the smaller ones, have almost been incorporated into the main braid from the start, and I think it looks so cool. The next step is to basically repeat that same process all over again. So I'm taking another small chunk of hair right by my face and I'm braiding it all the way to the back, and then basically just doing exactly the same but slightly lower than before. And this is the result that you get. I feel like it looks really layered, it looks really intricate without actually being too difficult to achieve on yourself. Once I've weaved those thinner braids through the main one, there is no need for them to be secured with the elastic tie. They're just kind of in the way, so I made sure to get rid of those. And then I did go a step further. I actually added 2 extra braids on the sides of the main one. I just felt like the hairstyle had something missing, and this definitely fills that void, so I did the same thing on the other side as well, and this is the complete hairstyle. I feel like this hairstyle is so incredibly beautiful. It is so intricate looking without actually being too difficult to recreate, so if you know how to do a regular braid, you'll definitely be able to do this. Moving on to the next hairstyle, the first thing I'm doing is I'm sectioning off chunks of hair right by my face to kind of leave it out of the hairstyle, and I'm going straight in to the side, and I'm taking a big chunk of hair kind of like to the side just above my ear, and I'm just going to start braiding this again with a regular braid. You could get creative, you could do a Dutch braid or you could do a French plait, but it's really up to you. However, this time there is no need to braid all the way down. We're kind of just stopping off right there and securing that down with a hair tie, or whilst we focus on the other side and just basically repeat the same thing. Once we have braided the other side as well and secured it with a hair tie that matches our hair color, I'm then basically taking both of those braids and combining them at the back of my head and securing them with just one hair tie together. Now, you could totally stop right here. However, I wanted to add a little touch of glam to this hairstyle, so I'm actually adding a Chanel ribbon, which I feel like is such a simple accessory that you can get pretty much anywhere on the internet. I've been seeing this kind of hairstyle with like a Chanel ribbon all over Pinterest lately, and I am totally here for it. I just think it looks really cute and really sophisticated. And this is the finished hairstyle. I just love how it gives me like cottagecore kind of vibes. I think it's really sophisticated looking, really girly, and I feel like if you've got curly hair as well, it's gonna look so cute. Now on to the next. For this hairstyle, I'm again starting off by taking the strands of hair surrounding my face out of the hairstyle and basically just scraping everything back. Using my thumbs, I'm just taking the top section of my hair and kind of just making sure again that there's no lumps, no bumps, and I'm securing that with a hair tie into a high ponytail. Once I've done that, I'm then taking the ponytail and I'm wrapping it around itself and twisting it to create a top knot bun. Once I've got the desired shape, I'm then securing that down with a hair tie that matches my hair color, and that is the finished hairstyle. I honestly love how easy and simple this is. I think it's a really cute twist on the regular half up, half down do kind of ponytail hairstyle. Whenever I wear this hairstyle, I genuinely feel like a princess. I think it's so cute. For this next hairstyle, I'm starting off once again with a middle parting. I'm just making sure my hair is nice and brushed, and I'm then starting off by taking a big chunk of my hair from the side of my face and securing it down with an elastic hair tie. Once I've done that, I'm then going down maybe 5 centimeters down, and I'm securing it once again, and then again, and then again, and I'm basically just doing this until I get to the bottom of my hair strand. Once it's done, it should look something like this, and then you've guessed it, I'm doing the same thing to the other side. This hairstyle is really interesting because there really isn't that much to it, but I've seen Gigi Hadid wear this recently and I just really loved it. I genuinely love any hairstyle that's simple but really kind of draws your attention to your face, and I feel like this definitely does that. I feel like this is such a last minute running late kind of hairstyle that makes it look like you've actually put in effort when you really haven't. For hairstyle number 5, we're starting off once again with our hair down in a middle parting. I'm taking out the chunks of hair framing my face, taking my hair to the back, and this is where the fun begins. So firstly, I'm taking a big chunk of hair off the top of my crown and I'm securing it into a loose kind of ponytail right there. I'm then making a hole within that little ponytail and I'm flipping the actual hair through it to kind of create this twisted effect. Next up, I'm taking slightly thinner chunks of hair from the sides of my head and I'm kind of securing it into another ponytail right beneath that, and I'm doing exactly the same thing. I'm basically just flipping it over. This one did get a little bit messy and I couldn't really see what I was doing because I don't have a mirror, but I feel like it still looks okay. I then did exactly the same thing once again, so taking 2 chunks of hair from either side, making it into a ponytail, flipping it over. This one was a little bit loose, but by pulling it, I kind of made it go up a little bit higher. I then took the remainder of the hair and I basically just secured that all into a ponytail, and using a thin strand of my hair from the ponytail, I kind of wrapped it around the base of the hair tie just to conceal it a little bit, and this is the finished hairstyle. I feel like I could have done a better job, but like I said, I didn't really have a mirror, so this was a little bit tricky. However, I feel like with enough practice, you could totally nail this, and it's giving me such like Belle, Beauty and the Beast kind of vibes. I feel like it's such a feminine and girly kind of hairstyle, and I definitely feel like it would be really appropriate for loads of different occasions. For the next hairstyle, I'm once again starting off with a middle parting and I'm taking a chunk of hair at the top of my head. I'm sectioning it off into a regular 3-strand braid. However, this time we are actually going to be using the plait braiding technique. This is still a regular 3-strand braid. However, the only difference is that we are now adding strands of our loose hair into the braid. This can be a little bit tricky, so with enough practice, I feel like you guys will be pros, but definitely take your time, be persistent and be patient. So as you guys can see, I'm kind of carrying that braid to the back of my hair, and then once I've run out of loose strands, I'm basically just doing a regular 3-strand braid all the way down and tying it off. Once I've done it to one side, I'm then doing the same thing to the other side. Now, I don't know why, but for some reason, my right side is always so much easier to braid than my left side, so it didn't really end up looking as I would have liked it to look, but honestly, it just takes time and practice. If it doesn't look right the first time, there's no reason why you can't start all over again. I won't lie, what you're seeing right now was actually my second attempt at this hairstyle because I just found it very tricky to do without a mirror. But once I was done, I basically took both of those braids and I wrapped them around the back of the head into almost like a little bun, but a flat version of it. Once I was happy with it, I basically just secured it into place with some bobby pins that are the same color as my hair, and this is the finished look. look. Again, I feel like it's such a romantic kind of hairstyle. It's so girly, so feminine. I feel like genuinely this kind of hairstyle would be perfect for like even a wedding hairstyle. It is so cute. It definitely looks like way more effort has been put into this hairstyle than it really has. I just love it so much. On to the next hairstyle. We're starting off once again at the back of the head. So first up, I'm taking 2 strands of hair on either side. I'm actually going for quite a generous amount of hair this time, and I'm securing it into a ponytail at the back of the head. We are then doing that technique once again where I'm flipping the ponytail through the loop of the strands, and this is such an easy technique to make it look like the hair has been twisted. Next up, I'm doing exactly the same thing once again with 2 extra strands beneath that, and once again, I'm flipping it through, and then I'm doing 1 more layer underneath of this same technique. So we've got like 3 layers of these twisted strands kind of going on at the back of the head, which I think looks so cool. Now, instead of just leaving it as a ponytail this time, we're actually going to be braiding the rest of the remaining loose hair into just a regular braid all the way down to the bottom. I really love the texture that it gives on the back of the head. It just looks really interesting. Again, it just looks like you've put so much effort into this when you really haven't. This hairstyle literally requires a minimum effort and minimum skill, so I feel like anyone could do this. Now with this next hairstyle, I'm starting off by taking a strand of hair and sectioning it off into 3 portions and then starting to braid this with a regular 3-strand braid. I'm once again using the plait technique where I'm adding strands of hair to the braid. This time I won't be braiding all the way down. I'm just stopping at the back of my head and tying it into place while I do the same thing to the other side. Once the 2 braids meet towards the back of the head, I'm then taking everything and just securing it and tying it into one big ponytail at the back of the head. And this is the finished hairstyle. I do realize it looks just a little bit messy at the crown. I wish I kind of saw that, but like I said, I didn't really have a mirror. I'm sure you guys can definitely do a way better version. Now you could totally leave it as a ponytail like this, or you could do a step further and transform it into a whole new hairstyle by just creating a bun. I feel like this is a really nice way to transform this hairstyle from day to night. I feel like it looks really slick as a bun as well, and I think I actually kind of prefer it. This hairstyle is really nice to get your hair out of your face, but without just having a plain old boring bun, so I really like it. Now the very last hairstyle. This could possibly be my favorite one, and it's the ponytails at the top of the head. I absolutely love this. So for this hairstyle, I'm sectioning off the top half of my hair, and I'm just literally going from my ear up to the crown of my hair, and I'm taking that whole chunk, smoothing it out with a comb, and then securing it into a ponytail. I'm actually securing the ponytail sort of more towards the back of the head. I feel like this is what Madison Beer has been doing lately. Once I've secured both of the ponytails, I'm then taking my hair mascara that I got from Amazon just to kind of secure and smooth out any of my flyaways, and this is the finished hairstyle. I love it so much. I think it's so girly. I feel like the placement of the ponytails more towards the back of the head just make the hairstyle a little bit more grown up feeling, so I really like it. Alright guys, so that was all of the hairstyles for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed seeing the different hairstyles and how to recreate them. I really hope this video has given you guys some hairstyle inspo. I feel like it's so easy to just get into that rut of always doing your hair the same. So I feel like once you guys experiment and practice with these hairstyles, you guys are gonna be pros. But I mean, if those 10 hairstyles that I just showed you guys wasn't enough, I have plenty more on my channel, so make sure you guys check out my hairstyle playlist right there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! Mwah.